All right, thank you, sir, for the introduction, and thank you all for joining us today. Again, my name is Travis, and I'm a mediator investigator with the Perishable Agricultural Commodities Act, PACA, or better known as PACA. So let's stick with PACA for today. PACA is a division of the USDA Agricultural Marketing Service set up to serve and protect the produce industry. So I just want to provide a brief overview today of how we can help you, your farms, and your businesses. All right, first of all, we have a dispute resolution form that helps provide a quick and timely dispute resolution and helps you get paid is the primary factor there. Also, we have an extra level of financial protection, often known as the PACA Trust provision. We have a live customer line, also known as the Good Delivery line, and this is staffed from 7 a.m. To 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every weekday, so take advantage of that. And we also have an enforcement mechanism through our investigations. In here, we're just trying to maintain fair trade throughout all levels of the industry. And what this does, it just brings a level playing field and integrity all the way from the farmer to the retailer. Okay. All right, so the question is, what is PACA? Well, PACA is a division that was formed back in 1930, actually at the request of the produce industry. It saw that it was unique and needed special protection and special help. So they asked for it and they got it. And so since that day, we've been providing a level of integrity and fair trade to the industry all the way till today. And basically the same needs that existed in 1930, they haven't gone anywhere. They still exist today. Some of those primary ones we'll talk about right here, and I'm sure you already know these, but the perishability, you know, these fruits and vegetables, full value today, it's not going to be worth a whole lot in the next couple of days depending on the commodity and the conditions involved. So not a lot of time to argue over this stuff. You know, people are all over the country. You might have a farmer in California, a grower, or a wholesaler up in New York. We strive to make sure no one's getting taken advantage of just because they don't deal on a face-to-face basis every day. Misbranding and misrepresentation. Unfortunately, this does happen. Sometimes it's on purpose, such as when someone wants to take advantage and promotes the product as organic. When it's not, just so they can charge an extra couple bucks. Sometimes this is actually accidental, such as a malfunctioning scale and a grading line. But the one thing you need to remember here, excuse me, is if it's on the package or if it's on the box, it should and must be true. So just remember that. Slow pay and no pay situations. This is when a customer develops a pattern of just not paying the customer on time, or sorry, not paying the supplier on time, or not at all. So we may step in at that point to try to stop the violations from continuing. And bankruptcies. Unfortunately, from time to time, it's just a fact of life. Sometimes customers file bankruptcy. So we can help you with that, and something called, as I previously mentioned, the PACA Trust is a good thing to take advantage of, and I'll hit that in a little more detail in a moment. And then several things come up. You know, people have issues regarding inspections, regarding contracts. What's this mean for me? And that's what we're here for, to help you get through these real-time predicaments. Okay? So how does PACA work? First of all, we are a industry-supported user fee program, and we do operate off license fees. These license fees are required by law for dealers that are operating subject to PACA. Well, subject to PACA means buying or selling fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables in wholesale quantities. And this means about 2,000 pounds on any given day, and this is for product that they did not grow themselves. Okay, so who needs a PACA license? This is going to be your shippers, your wholesalers, your brokers, your processors, and your retailers. The folks that don't need a PACA license are your truckers, the ones that are just moving product from one place to the other, not buying or selling, and then also your farmers and growers that are only selling the product that they grow themselves. Growers only need a license if they are buying from another grower or another company. Okay, and then we define a common language. This way, everyone in the industry can know what's going on and being discussed at any given time, and we can help determine the difference and explain the difference between contract terms such as delivered and FOB sale and open price basis. We establish fair business rules and fair trading practices. This way, everyone is playing by the same set of rules, no matter where you're located or what kind of scale of business you're dealing with. Through our enforcement mechanism, again, we're just promoting compliance throughout all levels. and just making sure there's integrity there. And then telephone calls. Our customer service line exists for you to call in, and we handle such things as contract questions, who's liable for what, inspection certificates, is this in or out of grade, is this in a suitable shipping condition. We also provide you knowledge so you don't face these issues in the future and you can protect yourself. And also we can give you knowledge on how to handle it when your customer owes you money or just goes out of business. Okay. All right, so the big question that you have, I'm sure, is how can PACA help you as a grower get paid for outstanding produce debt? Important question, and we provide several ways to help you with this. One is advice, again, through our customer service line. You can call that, and we can discuss liability, who owes who in certain situations, and then also help you determine the reasonable value for the product that you already sold. Okay, next we have our informal complaint process, and this gets the dispute resolution system or process going, as I previously mentioned. And all this does to get it going costs you $100. And you can get the form off of our website and start going right there. You'll be happy to know that 94% of our informal complaints are settled within 90 days. So you really can't beat that value for the dollar there. To help you better understand this complaint process, I just want to give you a brief case example that I previously handled in our one of our regional offices, just to give you a better understanding of how this might work. Okay, so there was a grower in Georgia selling watermelons to a wholesaler up in New York. The wholesaler got the load but didn't pay the full amount. So the grower contacts our office and he says, I didn't get paid, what can I do? We discuss his rights with him and he files the complaint for the $100. That's it. So we contact the wholesaler up in New York and basically in writing say, why didn't you pay? And please support your argument. So he gets back to us and really can't provide a whole lot of backing on what was wrong with the accepted product. So in general, a buyer owes a seller in full less provable damages, like through a USDA inspection. Well, since that wasn't provided, and after we provided the wholesaler with basically a basis of where he stood legally, he ended up paying the grower in full that remaining amount of money that he didn't pay. So that's just one example of the kind of claims and complaints that we handle in our offices on a daily basis. And throughout our regional offices, we handle 1,400 to 1,500 of these a year. So please take advantage of that service. Okay, another option through our informal complaint section or process is mediation. Mediation is no additional cost to you outside the $100 initial fee, and then it can be handled face-to-face or via telephone. And what it does, it provides the parties with more control of the situation and lets you voice your concerns to reach a timely dispute resolution. Okay, and then lastly but not least, we have the PACA trust, as I've mentioned several times already. And what the trust does, it provides a level of protection to sellers of produce when their buyer or customer just goes out of business or becomes insolvent or has to file bankruptcy. Since 1984, hundreds of millions of dollars have been paid out to qualified produce creditors under the trust provisions. So it's a really powerful law. The trust also puts sellers in a priority status once their buyer becomes insolvent. And this priority status can actually help you as a seller or a grower be paid before banks or the IRS. So please pay attention to this. It can be very helpful to you in the future. And a seller first becomes eligible to participate in the PACA trust as soon as he makes the sale or the transaction to his buyer. And then, so that's all you have to do. And then two primary ways to preserve your trust rights. First of all, you have to have your payment terms 30 days or less. So if you have your invoice something greater than 30, you jeopardize your rights to the trust. And the other thing is you have to convey this trust language, as we call it, to your customer each time you want to preserve these trust rights. So if you're a PACA licensee, you can conveniently put this trust language on the bottom of your invoice to preserve your rights on every transaction. And so for information on that, just please check out our website or call our office. All right? And to gain our assistance, all you have to do is call this handy-dandy toll-free number at 1-800-495-PACA or 7222, And this will put you in touch with our National License Center. It tells you how to get a PACA license or any questions regarding the license process. It will contact you to our customer service or good delivery line, which I've spoken about. And then also you can get in touch with any of our 3 regional offices located in Virginia, in Texas, and in Arizona. Also, please be aware of our website that goes into great detail of things I've discussed today. And this is at www.ams.usda.gov/PACA. And on here provides lots of knowledge on our services, and there's even pamphlets discussing this. And these are in English, Spanish, and in Korean. So please remember, the PACA division exists as per your request as the produce industry and completely for your benefit. So please let us know how we can help you in the future. Thanks.